Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Enshrouded. The landscape has changed. As you can see, we have a new tower over the back. Let's go over and have a quick look at that. We're going to be putting the Huntress in here. So I'm going to build the various things that she wants. We've got a little bit of a space just in the back here for her tanning stuff. If we head on in and up, we've got a little fireplace and we have a bed and table. It's pretty basic at the moment, but the idea being that she's got a good view from up here to look over both the village, which, I mean, it's becoming a village now, isn't it? Maybe a hamlet at the moment. And then further down into the valley. Let's go out onto the little balcony area. So we're not going to be using this. Well, I mean, we could use this as a launching point for gliding, but I thought it was important to show we've got a place prepared, which means we're going to be putting the alchemist for the moment over by the flame. So we'll put Balthazar down and we'll move the Huntress across now. So you can go in here, mate. Don't want you floating in the air.
Hey!
But you end up slightly floaty anyway, just because of the nature of things. Right, let's get you prepared to move across. And we'll build your stuff and then we'll go and talk with Balthazar. I think I'll put you probably just in here, actually. That looks pretty good to me. So, what can we build? We can build the drying rack. That just takes wood logs and string. And I think that's the only thing. We could build ourselves a new and improved torch. Just to replace the one that we have. And maybe some carpets down the line. But I'll do carpets and decorations and things offhand. We've already had a look at the scout set. We don't want that. Ooh, special arrows. That's going to take wood acid. Alright, well, let's do the drying rack just out in this little area. It's not too bad. Sheltered, aerated, by the window. No, let's put it in between the two window bits. I don't want it to clip into the wall, so that might be best for it there. So what does this take? Yes, this is for the berries. Well, we could get a whole bunch drying. It makes a lot of sense. They're going to take a while to go through, and we can pick up more and fill in that space. Speaking of that space, I want to equip the bow. Yeah, look. So, people have mentioned a couple of times that once you've equipped an item, it goes into your character sheet, and then it doesn't stay in your backpack. It definitely does stay in your backpack. So my question, which I'm just going to test over here, is whether we can now put that out and still have it. Yeah, it's no longer there as the ranged weapon. So you don't have to have it on your hotbar, but you do need to have it with you. Which is fine. We'll definitely keep it with us. And that frees up a little bit of space. We're never actually using the bronze sword. We're not going to use the snake spine one. So I'm going to drop those two off. And just reorganize what we have slightly once I get the new torch. In fact, speaking of torches, let's get rid of that old torch, because we definitely don't need that. So resin or wax? Wax is better.
Are we done here?
I don't think it's going to change the amount of light that gets put out, but that's still kind of cool. And what we'll do is we'll move it up so it's got easy access. That's coming out. That's coming out. So we've got combat, and then we've got our building in terms of equipment, and that's gonna make things a little bit more manageable. While we're wandering around, let's have the torch out, because the nights are incredibly dark here, despite what we've done to try and keep the place lit. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm going to come and talk to you in just a moment. I just want to clear out the sword and the snake spine one. I'm curious to try other wands to see if they are any better. The snake spine wand is just ineffectual in the way that it goes pew, pew, and the bits fly around all over the place. So I'm not massively keen on it, but you know, it's nature of the beast. Close the door all off and hop down. Okay, we'll talk with the flame first. Another survivor awakened. The alchemist will provide will prove helpful by crafting potions and healing tinctures. Okay, I did think about resetting our skill points. I'm going to do that now. One of the main reasons, the lumberjack and quality gear, those have been very nice while I've been building and constructing stuff, but because I'm doing the majority of it off camera, it's not actually providing us a direct benefit within the game. So we're going to re-get sneak attack, we're going to re-get strength, we're going to re-get jump attack, but that means we can immediately go for double jump. And that's, ooh, jump attack 2. When equipped with a melee weapon, attacking from a double jump deals extra damage. That's kind of amusing. But I think I want to have a look at some of the other options. So merciless attack. If we overpower an enemy by filling up their stun bar, then we can, or by blocking and parrying their attacks, we can do extra damage. We're not going to be doing any multiplayer stuff. We could improve the length of the well-rested buff. That's always nice. And it's only one little bit. So let's have a look around and see what we've got. Updraft for gliding. That's potentially got some use. Be gone. Magically push mobs around. Deal fire damage per second to fell foes within 10 meters. I like that. So that would need to come like this way. That's a very specific direction you have to go. That's some very cool stuff. Dodge roll becomes a blink. Healing aura. If you die, other bad stuff happens. Evasion attack. Tanking. Tanking is probably good. Ooh, right. Swift blades. Maybe we can get something to help us attack faster with two-handed weapons. After defeating a shroud infested foe with a melee weapon, replenish 5 seconds of shroud time. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I think this is the two-handed path. When doing critical damage with two-handed weapons, increase your next critical chance. That's cool. Two-handed hammers. We're not doing two-handed hammers. Oh, shockwave. Gain 30 stamina when parrying. That's always good. Health orb after defeating an enemy with a sneak attack or merciless attack. That's very specific. Backstab mastery. We're not really going to be doing proper backstabbing. And up here, gain an extra stomach. Zoom in with the bow. Multi-shot beasting. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get Merciless Attack. And we're going to kind of then swing across and go for Shockwave. So we're jumping around a bit all over the place. But being able to overpower enemies, I think, is going to be kind of useful to us. Right, Balthazar. We've spent a lot of time. Let's have a chat.
You need my services?
Tell me about carpentry. Another set of hands would be useful to us if we ever plan to expand the base. I, for one, could use more storage for my potions. Happen to know the location of another vault. Brilliant. And tell me about Eternally Magical. We are specks of dust and a whirlwind of stars, my friend. You dare to reach out, wishing to grasp a piece of eternity. Perhaps obtaining an eternal spell would suit you. One was buried in an underground tomb alongside its dreadful master. You could use it to do a lot of good. I'm curious what an eternal spell is. Maybe it's a staff spell that doesn't run out of ammo. Cool. We could make health potions. This is going to be very handy. And Shroud Survival Flasks probably less useful at the moment, but still nice to potentially build up a stock of them. We would need charcoal, so I'll move some charcoal across. Oh, and we can make spell ammo now. Takes resin. Resin is really hard for us to get. Although there was that those mobs over by the vault that were dropping it. Grinding stone, good for ingredients. We can make one of those, but we'll need a house for it, really. Oh, and we can make shroud cores now. Oh, we can make shroud cores now. Crush fireflies with a mortar. I don't actually see a mortar at all. Bug dust from critter parts. One like glowing substance, which I assume we can use for making glowing blocks. Make a staff. Alchemist Apprentice set. Let's have a quick look at this. So magical crystal strike chance, extra mana, extra magic damage, extra mana, 1 mana regen. It's fine. It's not really what we fancy. We can make various different types of old, but I like this. So I have been picking up the old books, of course, as we've gone around. It means we can make the Alchemist a proper library area. So that's going to probably be my mini project between this episode and the next. Cool to see the kind of stuff that he's got available. And you know what? I'm actually going to move that onto 3, otherwise I'm going to just lose my muscle memory for it. So, what are we going to do with this episode? Well, we're going to repair our torch, and we have a whole bunch of different places still to go. We've got the salt mine to investigate. The farmer vault is actually relatively close. We have another flame sanctum, and we've got this elixir well. I think going down into this elixir well might be the most interesting for our immediate development. So I'll set that as the point, and we can fast travel to the Springlands, see how we get on with it. So that gives us the repair that we needed. We're going to want to grab a couple of berries, or at least eat some food before we head across. Was there anything else that I wanted to build here? I don't think so specifically.
There's still blood to be spilled.
I wonder if there's other stuff that we can dry, actually. Oh, we've got 2 recipes. We could do dried fur, but we need salt for that. Yeah, that was the other thing. Alright, let's... grab the couple of dried berries. That's going to be our long-term regen. We'll grab a little bit of food and head on out. So, a little bit of food. Use one of these. And we've got one main food bit. I'll bring these berries with us so we've got faster regen available. You know what, let's do it like that. That feels a little bit better. And yeah, we can eat a tomato for a bit of extra dexterity. And that gives us space to eat the regen berry. We don't need water at the moment. All good. So, across we go to the ancient spire. I am a little worried about this this elixir well, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. Yeah, there's definitely something down. Oh, and drifting at night. Right, let's try and get to a point where you can actually see us a little bit. That's a bit better. Maybe we land on top of this for the moment. And we kind of landed inside it, which isn't great for the visual, but it means that we're not going to run out of our shroud. Oh, and that's giving us a level up, right? Well, we've got a moment, so let's put a skill in. And I did say we were going to push for shockwave, so let's go strength. And can't do heavy-handed just yet, but we'll build up for that. I hope this isn't too bad as far as places go. Probably should have just dropped down there. What's that? That's just torn cloth. There is definitely nasty beasties over there. Right. Let's use the flint arrows. We don't have a lot of time to be messing around with here. Let's try the merciless attack. It does a decent amount, doesn't it? Try and get out of there. Grab all the bits. Now we can always just climb out of here to refresh our shroud. Oh, there's something. There's got to be something over there. Look at that. That's asking for us to go over, isn't it? Hey, hey. Requires a lot of big. Luckily, we have 2 on us. Frozen core one. We might try that out a little bit later. Right now, though, not super important. And we're going to have to go back the other way. Oh, that's a little tight, isn't it? Okay, we are running a little bit low on our shroud time. I want to kill that controller. Where did he go? There he is. Still got 3 minutes. Let's get that opened. Out, I think we'll go up and refresh our shroud duration before we get too caught up in things. Because with a brand new place, you never know quite how long it's going to take to climb out. Looks like we can get out in under a minute. There might even be a fast pull out, but there we go. Duration all nicely topped up. Almost hurt ourselves a little bit there. The rapid descent technique, would not recommend. Now, what's around this way? We've got critters. Couple of bits of damage. We could have defended a bit better there, but we'd be genning fast enough. I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, I think we'll have a proper explore once we've got rid of the big boss. I hope these things don't just keep spawning. Although if you want critters, I guess it's a good way to farm them. Okay, let's get the archer. Not sure that counted as a hit, but it seemed effective. Jeez, look at that thing. Oh no. So, who threw that at us? Things are a little bit safer. You need to go as well, my friend. Still got 2 and a bit minutes left. Cleared it out. Pretty safe. And there's a little nice chest up there. Right, let's blow that thing up. It's going to do us a little bit of damage, but that's not too bad. We can eat one of our long-term regen berries. That'll bring our health back a bit faster. What have we got in here? It's just a metal star mace. It's not particularly special, but it's nice enough. Now we've got the freedom to explore this area properly and see what there is. Let's pop you. Because the more of these we pop, the easier this area will be. I mean, they're gonna come back actually, so avoiding them might just be the smart play at this point. Where possible. Get all those critter parts. It looks like there was definitely something down here. I reckon that could be popped open. We did gain another skill point, so I'm going to have to remember that. Might be able to dig down into these, but I don't think there's anything buried. Little extra bits of shroud. I wonder why. I wonder if there's anything in here that's worth us looking at. Does this go anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Some mycelium. Some shroud liquid. A little bit close range here. But not problematic. Different bow. That looked like it required something, so I'll check it out in a second. Brings us back round here. Okay. There is a chest over the back that I missed. So we'll get you. Shroud survival flask. Could have been useful on the way in. Not so much now. That's back round to the entrance then. Cool. Another elixir well cleared out. I will check round the other side as well for any other chests that we might have missed, but let's have a quick look and see what that bow was that we found. Oh, it just said equipable ranged weapon. I thought it said required something. Oh, there's so many critter parts. So many critter parts on us. You know what? Pop it. Nothing around here? Alright. Nothing for us to pay attention to, we just move on. Definitely not going to jump down into that. We've been across there. I mean, maybe there's a way across onto that little side bit there. I'm kind of curious. This does not look like it's going to be an actual thing. Just in case. We'll have a proper look. Because I do like the idea of there being proper secrets hidden around. From here you can see that chest, which is kind of nice. And there's a way back this way, which is also nice. But that wasn't actually anything. But the fact that you can dig your way around is really, really cool for the exploration side. Alright, we've definitely seen everything there is to see here. There's a lot of mycelium, so I might grab some of that. Not that we're using it for anything, but maybe when I do the alchemist place, we'll do a section of like mycelium overgrown blocks and things, along with the bookcases that we're inevitably going to try and make. So, back to the main base. And we can sort through the stuff that we've grabbed from this. Yeah, hi, don't worry, I'm not ignoring you as such, it's just, you know, totally ignoring you. Right, inventory. Let's see what we got. So that's our original bow. This is the new wand that we got. Let's go somewhere safe. Try it out. See if it's as terrible as the other wand. Okay, so thoughts on it. It is actually going at my target, unlike the other one, which it had quite a bit of scatter on it. So this could be a reasonable ranged weapon. Let's go find a wolf to try it out on, and we'll see if it auto-locks with the lock on. Or that little critter, actually. That little critter will do nicely. Okay, you have to get pretty close for it to be accurate. Which is fine. Because a lot of things are going to be, like, right up close to you anyway. It just means, you know, sniping's not going to be a thing. There's normally a shroud goober somewhere nearby. Okay. It's accurate enough for these guys at reasonable range. I'm not completely against it. Not complete. Not a huge fan of it. We'd obviously need to upgrade it, but I might keep it on us just so we've got an extra ranged option if we don't want to be spending arrows and we want to be hitting something. But it's clearly got an effectual range. And you can use a shield with it, which is a nice touch. It doesn't hone, but it's reasonably accurate when mobs are running at you. And it's not physical damage is the other thing, so there'll be stuff that is resistant to it. Right, back to our little base. I meant to grab more berries while I've been out and about, so I should restock our proper berry pile in between this episode and the next. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to start building up the alchemist place. I might use that little central square area that we've got over here. Probably get something nice and round. Might do like an arched balcony thing coming out and over the edge, and have a floating library. I think that would be very cool. But it's going to take a lot of flintstone. This here, this building took, I think, 3 entire pickaxes worth of flintstone, so it does take a little bit of time. We still had a few more things to go through, so let's just check them out quickly. So we're keeping the wand. We also had this bow. It is 10 power. This one is 16. This is level 3, 4, 5, 6 is not going to be as good. Let's salvage it up. I should have put the summoning staff down. This is a level 3 mace. That's a level 4 axe, which was a level 1 axe. Is this a two-handed mace? No, it's a one-handed mace, so instantly I am not in love with it. Let's salvage it up. It's a perfectly fine weapon, it's just not the kind of thing we want for this character. And the rest of the stuff is really just things we're going to drop off. So I think that's probably going to be a good point to finish this episode off then. We'll do some very quick repairs and upgrades as we do our outro. Just open here, and can you upgrade this one for me, please? So 14 damage goes up to 19 damage. That's pretty nice. Sorry, 20 damage, and it gives armor, so it's a defensive thing. Very interesting. It is ice damage though. 20 ice damage at range. Not a huge amount. Bow's definitely going to be doing more, even with only 16 power. The arrows add an additional significant amount.
Anything else?
Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Enshrouded. See you soon.